Well, here we go. This is a Mini 3 Pro overexposed train flight. You got to put your mistakes up with your good flights, I guess. And every once in a while, I have one of these. Just to let you know, I got in a hurry here. I was up at the lodge and had my Mini 3 Pro up there, and I heard a train out in the distance. So I was in a hurry and did not take my settings off manual, and I had some other settings in there and I overexposed it a little bit. So we'll take this with a grain of salt. When you get in too much of a hurry, this is what you get. The footage is still usable, but it's probably the worst footage I've shot as far as exposure and stuff like that. So I'm going to put it up there anyway and let you see what not to do when you're flying. As you can see down there, there's what I heard. So I was in a hurry to get there, and you can see the results. When you don't have your settings right, things are overexposed very badly, but still usable. Especially the lighter things are overexposed. But the sun was getting ready to set, so the sun was in the west, and as you can see, the way the shadows from the train cars are, it is shining much brighter on the trees on the right side of the train track. So stuff in the shade looks exposed correctly. Stuff in the sun is overexposed, and like I said, that's what you get when you get in a hurry, folks. So you got to take your time. Unfortunately, sometimes things just present themselves in such a hurry that if you don't take advantage of it, you won't get any shots at all. So I took advantage of it, but sitting in the sunlight with the screen being hard, my screen being hard to see to begin with, I could not tell it was this washed out. But a learning experience, to say the least. But we'll fly up here and we'll see if we can catch this locomotive. Now, I'm not in sport mode or anything because I've got a battery in there that got about 30-40% power left in it. So I didn't want to put it in sport mode, which I could have easily caught up to this locomotive. So I'm in normal mode and I'm flying over to the side of the train and want to fly over the top of it if I don't have to. Or stand to the right of it, even though it looks like I'm over the top of it. We're as much to the right as I can get and still present a good picture. Ah, there we go. There's a 2x zoom. And you can see it looks like two locomotives pulling this train. Man, that brings back memories of being a kid, having a Lionel train set. Long time ago, back in the late 50s. Anyway, there's the overexposure again, the sun flare. So let's get on back to where we were. Now we're going to fly down the side. I think we're going to fly down the side of this train and get some shots of it going past it. See if we can get that accomplished here. Like I said, my boy, that car looked like it was getting ready to come off the track there. My screen was washed out, so I was really squinting just to try to see what I was recording, which didn't help. If I'd have been able to see my screen better, could have told, or I could have known that my settings weren't what they needed to be. But it's usable, so we'll throw it up there anyway and show people what not to do. Look at that water catchment over there on the right. That's kind of a weird deal there. Huh. I wonder what that's all about. I don't think I've ever seen one like that. So you can see the long shadows that the train's throwing. You can tell how low the sun is to the horizon. Look how long those shadows are. You don't get shadows that long unless the sun is getting close to sitting down for the day. So let's skedaddle down here. That was a pretty long train. What kind of cargo they had on it, but hard telling. I didn't get close enough to really get an eyeball on it. Let's see. I can't tell. I thought maybe I could get some idea, but just at the wrong angle, a little bit of the wrong angle. There's where track splits off there, so I think we're gonna get our bearings here. Flying due north now. And let's see. There's where we need to be on the top left. We're gonna fly back over the lodge. Take a look, these guys got their fields all cut. Okay, that was on 2-power zoom. We're back on 1-power zoom now, so I was much further away from that train than it looked. You see how washed out that sky is? Shouldn't be like that. So I'm glad I'm dropping the camera down a little bit to keep the exposure halfway close to normal. If I keep that sun to my left, I'll be all right. So coming back over, having a little dinner up here at the lodge tonight, so we're all up there and I'm out on the back deck. Be too hot to get out there today. It's let me see what the temperature is right now. 104 right now, so kind of a little bit warm outside, and that's down from 105 that I had earlier. So 104 degrees at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Jeez, pretty warm. So anyway, we're going to take a short U-turn here, head down the road a little bit over the woods. So we'd spot a critter or two and nothing out. I didn't think it would be. It wasn't that hot when I shot this. I think it was, in the mid 80s, mid to upper 80s, I'll say. So not too warm, but warm enough. Let's drift back over here towards this road a little bit. There we go. And I think we'll angle to the left here. Let's just start angling to, there we go. Well, there's a swimming pool down there. I wonder if I could jump out of this thing and land in the middle of that pool. Probably feel pretty good for a split second before you died. Anyway, we're going to slide on down the road here a little ways. Look at the shadows that the sun's catching, causing. That whole road is in the shade. And the side of the road all the way to the trees on the other side are in the shade, so you can tell how low the sun's getting. It's a very harsh environment to shoot video in, even when you have your settings right. Okay, let's see what we're going to do here. I think I was going to ease up a little bit more. I'm looking down this high line here. I don't see any deer come out there quite a bit, but I see none there. So we'll just cross over this little bitty road. There's an outdoor shooting range up here that they're not using right now. It's brand new, and they don't hardly use it at all. I don't think they have anybody to manage it yet. It looks pretty good. Nope, don't see a soul around it. So we're okay. Okay, we're gonna skedaddle back to where we took off from. There's a little lens flare for you. For your video aficionados. There's some more lens flare. Okay, now I'm looking right down where I want to look at. I usually see quite a bit of deer activity in this clear cut, this highline clear cut that runs along here. If you walk down it, you can see where the deer have been crossing it and going across the road there. So time studying that, and then we're going to get on the move here. Take a few pictures of that. Okay, let's go. No, I don't want no more. Let's get going here. Let's get the skedaddling. Here we go. Before we run out of battery. Didn't have much battery when I took off, but you know, when you hear those opportunities, you just kind of go for it. Sometimes it bites you in the butt, sometimes it doesn't. This time it bit me a little bit with the exposure, but other than the exposure, the flight was a good flight. Thelma Lou got a little wind up her skirt. She likes that. I got a little air time. I like that. A little flight time. There's that pool again. I can almost jump in it. There's my buddy's place down there, right there. And we're almost back. Anyway, I said, if you see this and you know, then you know that I've released it for regular viewing, but I don't know if I'll do that yet because it is overexposed. I like my stuff to look better than this, but I like to fly too, and I record about all my flights just so I have something, some kind of idea when I did what. So we're bringing her down now slowly. We're getting our bearings here. There we go. Let's see. Let's take a look and see where we want to be. We want to be on the corner of that deck, right there. Here we go. Come on down a little bit. I think we're going to need to stop here and get our bearings. And we're going to stop one more time, make sure our bearings are what we think they are. Down we go. Let's do something with that camera here pretty soon. I don't like that grass coming up on me that quick. There we go. Wires everywhere. You can see the sun. Look at the difference in the sky, how overexposed it is on the right side of the screen. That's what happens when you shoot sunset stuff. So down we come. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. It was overexposed, but I hope you enjoyed the flight anyway. Anytime I can see a train, it's worth catching. I've got another surprise for you. I've got another train video. I caught another train video, or train right after this one. So we'll see how it comes out. Thanks for watching. Stay safe.